Hey everyone, and welcome back to Open. Our last guest is a rising singer, songwriter, and producer. A refreshing soulful mixture of R&B, jazz, pop, and hip hop with a powerful pen. Danielle creates lyrics that gives the audience no choice but to feel completely immersed by her immense wave of talent. And well, she's here now to share more. Please welcome Danielle Carr.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, look at you. You got your Whitney going on.
Hey now, you know
I love
it.
it. I love it. I love it. As soon as you popped up, I was like, oh, I want to dance with
Oh
some.
yeah.
You singing,
I
not
love
me.
it.
You're
I
the
love the
singer.
big hair.
It looks fabulous.
Thank you so much. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's really good to be back in studio. So that's another thing, right? Because I'm under like I don't know about 20 lights or so, but we're here to talk about you, my dear, and your fabulousness. Look at you, look at you. And
Thank you.
prior to getting on air, we started talking a little bit about your background, and I would love if we could just share with our audience a little bit about, I guess, what inspires your eclectic sound.
What what inspires me is really my life. Uh, I've been able to see a lot of different things and go to a lot of different places, and it's allowed me to feel and meet different people and listen to different types of music. And my parents are very Southern and very traditional,
I know,
old
but you
school.
you also mentioned that you were an army child, so you've actually experienced the world already. I mean, not the entire world, but enough for it to influence the way you're writing, the way you're producing, and you definitely have something that stands out and is very captivating. So I wanted to just share with our viewers like where you have seen and what you have seen. I mean, we don't have all the time in the world, but the fact that you were able to share that you lived in Belgium and Korea and Georgia, I really wanted you to say it. But I want to assume that all of this feeds your creative process.
Absolutely. It allows me to really be free. I don't have to be in a box and look a certain way or be a certain way. And, luckily the people in the industry and the people that I look up to have opened so many doors that I kind of can be whoever I want to be and express myself the way I want to. And when I traveled around the world, I saw all the different culture differences just in the way that people express themselves and the way that people move, their mannerisms. And it really opened my mind up and allowed me to explore myself and gave me the permission I needed to explore the world around me and be kind of unapologetic about it.
And so this most recent EP, right? Because you have two EPs, right?
Mhm.
That's pretty impressive itself.
Thank you.
And yes, I mean, and again, going back to the styles. So let's talk about both EPs and the differences in both.
Well, I have two albums and one EP, technically.
Okay.
And I'm working on my third album right now. But I'm very excited for this album because I think that it's really uh, allowing me to show the world where I'm at right now, what's on my mind right now, what I have to say, and also shows my growth as an artist, as a producer, as a songwriter, as a singer. Um, so I'm very excited about that, and I've always been very proud of the fact that I've always produced all of these albums and wrote them by myself. There's only 2% of women in the industry, let alone Black women in the industry, that produce their own music. So I'm very prideful about that, and I'm very protective of it.
And that's a beautiful thing, and thank you for sharing that. And I just really want to elaborate further in the technicalities of an album versus an EP so that our viewers understand the difference. So, can you break it down for us?
Of course. An EP is a very short body of work, consists of 6 or 7 tracks, and it's kind of the introduction of a new musical era, versus an album is a body of work that I feel kind of represents where you're at in that time.
So, would you say it's thematic versus like vignettes?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's important because, not everybody's in the music industry. And right now, we are living in a world where people are just producing and streaming. When I hear the term album, I automatically go to vinyl, right? That's the first thing, my head goes directly to vinyl. But that's not necessarily what you're referring to.
well, not necessarily, but I am very excited to say that I do have my own vinyls. I'm
Oh,
even doing a
my.
giveaway right now, which is funny that you said that. But that is something that I would like to bring back to the forefront of the music industry is creating a body of work. I don't think that a lot of artists really contribute to a theme and an idea anymore or a chapter of their life. Nina says that it's our job to reflect the times, and I stand on that, and I really believe that.
All right. And I know you're going to be presenting for us. So give us a little background on what's going to be performed today.
Well, I'll be performing my new single, Solo, coming on my unreleased album. I'm very excited to show you guys. Song I wrote and produced by myself. And yeah, that's it.
Oh my gosh. Well, we thank you for being here. And by the way, when is that new release coming out?
It just came out yesterday, and the video just came out the day before. So please feel free to check it out. I'm very excited and very proud of it. I've been working with my visual director, my business partner, Culture Phase, for a very long time, almost 10 years now. So we've come very far together, and we are quite the dynamic duo.
Wonderful. And thank you. We thank you for bringing it here to us, to our viewers. You guys don't go anywhere because when we return, Danielle Carr is going to perform solo for us after the break.